Hello, my fellow soul gardeners. Christopher Witecki here, your friendly neighborhood astrologer. I have just recorded a new series for Soul Nirvana called Uranus in Aries. This is a powerful time, folks. Uranus has entered into Aries for the first time in 86 years. Big changes. And I've recorded a special series available in Soul Nirvana that's going to talk about the history of Uranus in Aries, define Uranus, define Aries, and define what it will do for you in the next 7 years. I also retroactively define what Uranus was doing in Pisces in the last 7 years, and I provide a video that helps you translate your rising sign and your sun sign. So if you've yet to ascend into our premium video channel, Soul Nirvana, come on down and check it out. It's at soulnirvana.com. Hello, Aquarian, and welcome now to Hump Day. Sunny, serious, but professional nonetheless. The moon is in Scorpio. So for Aquarius, as you were well emotionally invested into your career and your legacy. Now the moon is the ruling planet, which means our emotions are teaching us today. Our emotions are ruling us today. Now, of course, your topic of the month is your attitude and your intellectual responses to things. So putting it all together, you might get emotional or sensitive about something going on in your career space, your legacy space. You might get sensitive around a control issue, because that's also the sector of conscious we're talking about. But behind that career, control, legacy infuse is, how am I intellectually responding to this? Is this emotion around career triggering you into a mind game? Is it triggering you into depression? Is it triggering you into obsessive thought? Are you going negative and visualizing revenge right away? Where's your mind going when your emotions are triggered? That's really where the spiritual lesson is today. And I do want to remind you about Jupiter opposing Saturn. As we move through Aries and as you move through your intellect and your intellectual state of awareness, Jupiter is saying it's time for Aquarius to think bigger, more vocabulary, get out the thesaurus, think outside your normal thinking zones or attitudes or approach. But as you do that, Saturn opposing that or Saturn pulling on that says you must also reconsider overall beliefs. So you're going to slightly change what you believe in, and that'll free your mind to think one way. And then with your mind freeing and thinking one way, you'll realize some new conclusions. That's a new belief. Now the belief carries on, and that means something else, and that means something else, and then therefore now we must think and talk differently. It's this back and forth between thinking differently in a different approach and believing something with Saturn retrograde. And it's Wednesday. We have Skip Jennings, our Urban Mystic, live today. Skip is doing Chapter 1 of Sun in Aries, and he's diving right in with character, personality, and strength. 3 of the most important qualities of Aries. But what's different about Skip is he keeps it positive. Watch what Skip has to say along with this 7-day challenge. He's live everywhere the garden is blooming. Well, Aqua, that's all I have for today. Tomorrow we go exploring in that mind of yours. Until tomorrow, live, love, be. So